It's week 7 of the NFL, and we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. It's gonna be a good one on Monday Night Prime Time.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try to get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse, but we need to win, and we need to get back on these winning trends.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And now here comes the punt team. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, Greg, from North Carolina State.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Comeback route, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 8. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The home team's offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
A sack certainly isn't ideal in this situation, but I think this quarterback considers himself lucky. He at least prevented the safety. This defense is in attack mode. They know they're one big play away from taking a 2-0 lead.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense ready for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now now a screen. Here's Pollard. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. Taken at the 19. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Room to run at the 40, and he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. It is a big play on 1st down. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice.
That is caught by the tight end for the touchdown. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll look to throw yet again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's a close game early on. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Third and long. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So, fourth down, and out comes the field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll try and throw for it on third and 1. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He runs with it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason.
It is brought in the end zone. Has a touchdown.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And his guys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Here's first and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Oh, he coughs up the football. The defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Pollard. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This team's offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I will be right back after this. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports half.
For 3, set to begin. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And now the punting unit will come up. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Throwing now on 3rd, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Pollard running left. Down the sideline, inside the 25. They get 18 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll get this out wide, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. You have a tight end motioning left here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw on the move is caught. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
They'll throw out of the gun. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Running here, it's Pollard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll look to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They bring their tight end right. Now this time they'll look to throw. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here now, 3rd and 5. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got space inside the 25. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
At the 35-yard line.
A run now on second down. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got room at the 30. Give him 13 on that screenplay, and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And They say it's 4th and inches. We're all set to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. 3rd and 5. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again for the score. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. There's that man again. Another catch. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A 19-yard pickup there. And that will be a first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it for the touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now, a fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, They should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.